Hey, what's up, everyone? This is your host of the Startup Junkie, and as promised, in this bonus episode of the Startup Junkie, I'm going to talk about the next wave of stimulus checks for those who have not received their checks yet, as well as those people who take care of children that receive SSI and veteran benefits. What can you expect, and how much it is, and how to access it? Check it out. Hey, what is up, everyone? Back at you again. Yes, this is a Startup Junkie, and I know that this show, as you know, we are on between 11 and 11:30 Monday through Friday. But I also promised you on Friday that once I found out information about the second wave of stimulus checks, in addition to that, all the proposals that are on the table for the next line of stimulus checks, I would bring that information to you. Now, today I'm going to share with you information specifically about those who were left out in the first round of checks, okay? Some sources that you can access. Speaking of sources, I never bring anything to you that is not vetted, one, by, from a credible source, and not verified by another source. So I'm not just reading something on any, rinky-dink blog or website, or even watching, because I know a lot of people do this, and they come back and they talk about it. Maybe go and watch somebody's YouTube video and then come back and talk about it. Sure, I watch the YouTube videos, but I'd be damned if I don't at least verify the information for myself. Now, this is a Startup Junkie bonus episode, and you can definitely catch us multi-streaming right now on Facebook, Periscope / Twitter, as well as YouTube. Now, coming Monday, hopefully, the producer will be back in here and we can actually do, go live on IG. And besides, when you leave me inside of the studio by myself, well, basically I'm at my home, honestly. I just took a lot of stuff from the studio and I brought it to my office. I started playing around with things. Like, for example, check this out. This is actually kind of cool. So here's the second camera, right? Second HD camera where I am purposely filming in black and white. And yes, this is live. This is not Memorex. So feel free to ask me questions in case you're like, oh, man, I know that's a special effect that you can do. And I'm quite sure that you're doing that. But honestly, I'm not. I literally have multiple cameras, including the 4K camera in the back that's not on. But I digress. So be sure to check out the Startup Junkie live show. Like I said, Monday through Friday on all your social channels. We're multi-streaming. We started somewhere between 11 and 11:30 Central. Then also check out the Startup Junkie live podcast. You can catch us on Apple iTunes, Spotify, as well as TuneIn and iHeart Media. Now, who's getting checks this second time around? Many of you have said to me and who've seen my videos like, hey, I understand what you're saying, but I have not received my checks. So please look in the body of this post where I'm sharing the information about specifically who this is for. Now, this past Friday, the Treasury notified banks that, hey, we have this stimulus money coming for the second round of the people that we did not get the first time. Now, who are these people? There are two groups, and let me share this with you. And feel free, speaking of sharing, to share this post with someone you know that it can benefit, because I definitely have something to say about grandma and grandpa and those veterans who might be taking care of children. I'm going to help you out on how you could possibly get an extra $500 added to the stimulus check that you're actually waiting on. So, first and foremost, by April 29th, okay, two groups should be receiving their distribution from the CARES Act, from the first round, right? And those people they fall in two groups. And those people are, one, people, okay, here we go. The people who did not file their tax returns because they receive Social Security, or maybe some veteran benefits or some kind of some kind of Social Security disability. All right. So those people will be in this next round of funding, right? So again, those people, the first group is those people who are on Social Security, who get Social Security income and did not have to file taxes, veterans that get, VA benefits that did not have to file, those people who have get disability and did not have to file their taxes for at all, 2018 or 19, those people should see checks hit their bank by April 29th, okay? Now, the second set of people that should be receiving checks are those people who had not had their information with the IRS, but they went on the IRS website and they basically gave their deposit information. So those people should be seeing checks by April 29th as well. So if you know any person that fits within that second group and they have not received their benefit, their stimulus check, which, by the way, I've seen a lot of you say, hey, I understand everything that you're saying in my last live, but I did not get a check. So what can I do? So let me kind of switch cameras here. So again, those people are people who did not see checks the first time because they had to go and update their information within Get My Payment on the IRS's website. Those people should be receiving checks by April 29th. Some people, as reported to me, have already received the check once the bank actually said, hey, look, money is coming, so we're going to advance this money to you because the money's guaranteed, because the IRS basically notified, the Treasury Department notified banks that they were going to be sending it. Now, the second group, again, are those people who did not have to file taxes, such as those people who are on SSI, those people are on SSI disability, and veteran benefits. So be on the lookout for your check if you have not received it. Now, I also said that there is a possibility for you, if you are a veteran or someone that receives Social Security benefits, and you take care of a child under 17 years of age, now you should definitely go to the website, and the link is actually in this post, where you can find out information about adding, for someone that might be living with you, say your grandma or grandpa, and you're taking care of your grandkids, right? And you should be able to check. Once you click on that link, you can go to that link, and you would be looking for non-filers. In other words, you put in their information, because you might have to put their Social Security number in, your Social Security number, just to make sure that, they're under 17 years old. And there's a possibility you could get an additional $500 for that child because you're taking care of them. All right. So, what about, so was that Frederick? Frederick, you're asking, what about non-filers? Will they get there this week? I think that's what you're asking me. And if you fall within the category of what I just shared with you, then chances are you should get it by April 29th. But if I have not specifically addressed anything that that if you're watching that you have a question, you have a query, and maybe you're just a little shy and don't want to ask me the question within the post, definitely go to the IRS.gov's website at the very top and click on COVID-19 relief. And then off to the left-hand side, you'll see a menu. You need to click on frequently asked questions. Now, any and everything that you need to know about the status of checks and payments and stuff like that, you should be able to find there. Who qualifies, who doesn't qualify. And speaking of, I also wanted to say that this is one thing that I would address. Many of you have said to me, or have asked the question, why are the checks taking so long specifically, or the stimulus money taking so long for those people on, say, SSI? Well, The IRS doesn't actually have that. The Social Security benefits, Social Security administration actually handles that. And so that's why, one, it was a delay. Now, also, there is a department that handles, say, back child support. And so if you owe back child support, it is very unlikely that you will receive a stimulus check. Okay? I'm going to repeat that again. If you owe back child support and you have not received a stimulus check, it is very likely that when that money was on its way to possibly go into your bank account, it was redirected to go to the custodial parent that you actually owe child support to. Now, please, just don't take my word for it. You can Google it, but you can also go to the IRS.gov's website and click on COVID-19. It's at the top. It should be in yellow. And look at the most frequently asked questions. Okay. So no, actually, that's not right. Just go to the IRS.gov's website or Google IRS.gov plus COVID-19 relief. And then you should be able to, find a link that explains everything you need to know about stimulus. Now, again, congratulations for all those people who have received your checks. I just wanted to share that information for those people who have not received their checks, primarily those on SSI and those getting veteran benefits, and also how you can actually get an additional $500 if you're taking care of a child under 17. Now, this is the one thing that I wanted to share with you. Okay, there are at least 4 plans or potential, stimulus plans on the table by Democrats. Okay, Democrats, and I think primarily Democrats, right? And these are in the House. All right, there's one called the ABC stimulus, right, which is automatic boost community, automatic boost the community. Okay, but what I'm going to do tomorrow on this show is I am going to go over the 4 potential stimulus packages that are on the table. The ABC package, the long and the short is this. You basically going to get $2,000, I believe, for like 6 months directly into your account. And I think as a couple, I think you got they say that this is everybody, but I'm going to go into detail about it tomorrow. Plus, after, say, 6 months, if they do it again for another 6 months, then you get an additional $1,000 for an entire year. But I'm going to go over the details of that. I'm just going to read this real quick. There's also a proposal in the House for $2,000 for each month for those making less than $130,000 annually. Now, Democrat Tim Ryan is one of the authors of this plan, right? And basically, this plan is about, creating a direct cash infusion into the American households, right? And then there's some other plans here that I'm going to go over. Even looking back at what's my guy's name here? I'll tell you what. Don't worry about it. But I'll just go over all of it tomorrow, okay? Because actually I would have to read through this, okay? But just know that the Democrats are in the House working on a second plan to put money into your pocket as an American, right? So how it's going to pan out, we don't know, right? And it's just my personal opinion. The likelihood of $2,000 a month for every American and then $1,000 for up to like 12 months after subsequently, I don't think that's going to. It might pass. Well, it definitely has the support to pass the House, okay? Because there are more Democrats than Republicans in the House. However, in the Senate, it's probably going to get squashed, okay? So that's just my opinion. Take it for what it is. Remember, I'm not a CPA. And I'm not an attorney. I'm just sharing information with you as I find out. And I just want you to be aware. So with that said, thank you for checking out this bonus episode of the Startup Junkie. And please share this information with someone that you know it could benefit. Again, please just share it. Okay? That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for much. Just share it. Okay? Share it because we want to keep everyone informed. And the reason why we want to do that is because that's the only way you're going to be able to get your fair share of whatever it is that is being proposed. All right. So with that said, I'm AJ, your host of the Startup Junkie. I will see everyone tomorrow. So be sure to check out the show. Take care.